All right, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you guys taking the time to watch the previous video. If you haven't, feel free to go check it out. That was my first ever, call it more than 37-second video that I decided to do and upload to YouTube. So learned a lot. I'm by no means a video editor, probably not even a YouTuber, but looking to have a little fun with this. So anyhow, as I was going through the process, I learned how to get through the software that I have for editing videos. So kind of a couple things weren't correct with how the video turned out. I understand some of the embeds with the photos made the background kind of jump around. So you live and you learn. It took me about half a day, like no kidding, 12 hours for the export to happen on my old MacBook Air. So definitely wasn't going to go back and fix that just for a dumb YouTube video. So is what it is. Just wanted to talk through the expectations for the channel. This is going to be just for fun. All I really want to do is document my autocross journey or my autocross time. It's going to be a mix of autocross conversations during the event. Certainly, I'll film all of my autocross runs. Still determining kind of what's the best location on the car. I've got one angle that gets both the rear tire and the front wheel or the front tire. All I'm really looking to do is to figure out, how close am I to a cone? How much space and time am I leaving on the course? So anyhow, that'll be probably like the first half of the video. And then the second half of the video, I really want to take that time to go through the run, maybe go through each run and maybe pick one or two areas where I significantly could have improved, and then maybe talk through that. I don't necessarily want to, go through every single run and every single corner, but, as I go through and debrief myself, and go from a person who's autocrossed twice to hopefully a person that autocrosses multiple times a month, to kind of document that progress. And then as people get into the sport, I'm standing on all the other YouTubers' shoulders on how well they articulate in a YouTube video their autocross experience. So I thought that was really cool to watch, multiple channels and learn different aspects of the sport. So I really want to be, maybe an influence from that point of view. I really want to try to get to 3 events this year. It's going to be tough. I've got quite a hectic schedule coming up, but like I said, maybe 3 to 4 over the next spring to summer time frame. The first one coming up that I'm really going to try to get to is February 11th, and that's going to be up in Moultrie, Georgia, for the Red Hills SCCA Club. That'll be the first one for the season, and I got the new sway bar from Hotchkiss, and I'm curious to see, what that does to my traction, and really where the tires break, because I didn't have any traction bar at all, and it didn't sway a bunch, but the new traction bar really stiffened up the rear, and so now I got to relearn where the tires break, and from what I understand, it's going to be a relatively quick limit to the tire, and so that's going to be interesting. Additionally, I finally got the carb tuned to where there's really no hesitation at all. I was dealing with kind of the primary to secondary transition, and during that phase, it would just fall on its face, and so went up a jet size in the secondaries, and really took care of all the hesitation. So what that means is I went from the hesitation really managing the tire spin to now no hesitation, and the first thing to break loose is the tires. So last season I raced twice. Not really, didn't race as much as I wanted to, but still got 2 events under my belt. This season, I really want to focus on consistency and keeping that average from the first run to the last run. I think I set a goal of, I wrote it down on the whiteboard. Basically like a 1 second average across all runs. Typically we get about 6 runs per event. And those first 2 events, the first one was like, I think I ran like an 82nd and I finished at a 62nd. The second event, I think I ran maybe in the low 70s and finished in the 60s. And so what I want to do is tighten up that spread to really show the consistency across every single run. That is going to require more dedicated track walks beforehand. That's what I learned on my second autocross event. I didn't take as much time as I should have on the track walk. So my first 2 runs, one of them I think I got lost, and the other one I went in on a slalom on the wrong direction. I didn't follow the pointer cone. So I think the theme of the 2024 season is going to be consistency. That's all I want to do, and then not forget to have fun. After getting lost and then going in on the wrong slalom during my second event, I was angry at myself, and quickly one of the other guys, one of the senior guys that were there, kind of brought me back down and said, "Dude, you're racing a car on the weekends and supposed to be having fun. So have fun, do that." So yeah, it's I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping that my Pro Tour and F Body roll bar gets here in the next week or 2, so I can get that in as well. I've got G-Force racing harness over there waiting to go in on the Corbo seat, and a bunch of other things that I want to get done, and I'm kind of held up on the roll bar. So they've been wrecked with weather up there in Tennessee, so no fault on their own. It's just is what it is. So looking forward to getting the roll bar in, and the structure bar, and then the harness bar that comes with it. Eventually, I'd like to get out there and do more of a walk around rather than the ride along. Maybe do a shorter video, 5 to 10 minutes of just walking around the car and showing some of the projects that I'd mentioned in the video, so I can help visualize, right, the user of what I've been working on and where I want to go with the car. One thing I did not really mention in the video that when I was talking about the paint process and the job that the painter did, that I think really warrants a lot of kudos to the painter, is those stripes are actual painted on stripes. And you probably saw in the photos that they were taped off before we put the green down. But it was just incredible to watch, the art that comes with those stripes. It was all by eye. There was no template. There was no nothing. It was just the painter and tape that he was able to get the symmetry of both stripes really just perfect. You look at them and it looks like a decal. So that's one of the most common things people ask is, there's real stripes, and the answer is yes. So anyhow, shorter video, getting used to doing the camera stuff. Hopefully people will enjoy. Definitely looking to get some feedback as well. This one, not the most exciting video, no doubt. But as I get through my first 1 or 2 events, I think that'd be good to hear what people have to say. So I'm definitely stealing a mix of ideas from a couple other YouTubers, but I'll give credit where credit's due. Right, I'm watching Chad Riker, and Autocross and Track is pretty much the one reason for me getting into autocross, and then having some confidence and buying an Insta360 and going out there and filming stuff. My thought is the more autocross content we can get on YouTube, the more people are going to get into the sport and move it along. So I'm hooked. I've got the racing bug. It's harder and harder for me every day to say I'm not going to turn this car into a time trial or time attack car. But when I start racing on Assetto Corsa and I hit the wall doing 100 miles an hour because I went into a corner wrong, I quickly realized, let's just stick to autocross for now. Eventually, maybe I'll do a track day with the Camaro, but many other projects have to happen first before that day comes. So anyhow, thanks for tuning in. There'll be more content, hopefully mid-February. So the goal is get to an event, get the content, edit the content, and within a few days of the event, post it to YouTube. So great. Again, appreciate it. Like, subscribe, do all the things. And then maybe in the comments, leave some suggestions for a better, less mundane YouTube title or channel title. I'd appreciate it. I'm not a creative guy. So maybe some witty YouTube channel titles or names to the channel would be helpful. So awesome. Peace.